When LeBron James does a deal, he just doesn't do hey, I have 10 million. What's 10 million to somebody that got $1 billion? I mean, a lot, but ain't like that.
We were sitting at Reebok, and Paul Fireman was very smart. He said to you, I know you're going to go see Nike and Adidas, but I'm going to offer you $10 million today if you don't go see them and shake my hand.
Right.
He wrote you a $10 million check in that room, and you turned it down.
I had no idea what he was doing at the other end of the table. I just seen him writing.
Yep.
He was talking, had his head down. He was making sure he didn't get anything wrong on that check. When he slid it down there and he said, listen, if you take this right now, just promise me you won't go talk to Nike or Adidas. I was lost for words at the beginning. I mean, shit, we flew in. I flew in from Akron, Ohio,
Yeah.
from Spring Hill.
Like,
from the projects. I mean, our rent is like $17 a month. But now I'm looking at a $10 million check. For some odd reason, I started thinking, if this guy, if he's willing to give me a $10 million check right now, what is it to say that Nike or Adidas is not willing to give me 20 or 30 up front? Or to say that maybe the upfront money is not even the biggest thing. Maybe let's start thinking about the back end.
Is LeBron James really about to stack more cash this offseason than some teams spend on their whole bench while the league scrambles to fix a broken CBA? Players are stressing about their futures, but LeBron, he might be lining up the smoothest exit strategy the game has ever seen. And the league, man, they're low-key sweating behind the scenes. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because this next part gets wild. LeBron just picked up his player option for the 2025-26 season, an easy $52 million guaranteed. But insiders are whispering that this might be small money compared to what he's cooking up in private meetings and boardrooms. While the Players Association is fighting for better deals, while rising stars are stressing over their next contract, while the whole league is bracing for a possible lockout, LeBron's playing a whole different game and moving like a mastermind. But the real question is this pure genius or a risky move? Remember that cryptic second decision tease he dropped? Social media went crazy. Fans were convinced he was announcing retirement. Analysts were ready to drop emotional farewell tributes. The Lakers front office was probably pacing circles like, bro, are you dipping? Where's the chalk toss?
Second greatest player who ever lived. Four-time champion, four-time league MVP, one of the greatest players who have ever lived, would stoop to trying to garner attention for himself with something other than trying to win a damn championship.
And then boom, it's a commercial for Lobo 1707 tequila. The internet absolutely lost it. Fans said they felt played. Memes went flying everywhere. Twitter roasted him for days. But here's the part most people completely missed. That wasn't just promo. That was a message. LeBron was flexing the fact that his business moves now have more impact than actual basketball announcements. That's crazy when you think about it. The man sparked more buzz selling tequila than most players do when they win a championship. Even Skip Bayless jumped in instantly, saying LeBron is more focused on building his Hollywood empire than protecting his legacy. Skip came out swinging, saying that Michael Jordan would never let a brand deal outshine his competitive fire. He basically claimed LeBron is choosing the bag over the badge of respect. And the timing hits different because while that campaign was flooding everyone's feed, the NBA was stepping into one of the shakiest off seasons in years. But here's the stuff most casual fans don't even peek at. LeBron's company Spring Hill just locked in another massive media deal. We're talking 9-figure levels. The exact numbers stayed private, but trust me, this wasn't some cute little side contract. Spring Hill isn't just dropping documentaries anymore. They're pushing full scripted shows, landing partnerships with major studios, and stepping into rooms normally reserved for the biggest players in entertainment.
It was an iconic sports moment because we'd never seen anything like that. It was a goatish sort of endeavor by a guy who's clearly not the GOAT, but it was the one thing off the court that was goatish. It was memorable. And to take that decision, and stoop to cheapen it, to sell it out, to make money, to launch some new Hennessy brand of cognac. Really? You would stoop to that, LeBron? At this stage and age, as you enter year 23, age 40, you would stoop so far as, pardon my language, just to piss all over your iconic moment in favor of making God knows how many millions from Hennessy to piggyback this as the second decision. LeBron, are you that starved for attention now because the Lakers have pissed all over you? Is that what just happened? My God. You prostituted your iconic moment to make your killing from Hennessy. As much as I doubt you, LeBron, I thought you were better than that.
This ain't a hobby. This is a full-blown empire being built in real time. So you gotta wonder, is LeBron lining up a post-NBA life that makes his playing salary look like pocket change? The guy already crossed the $1 billion mark while still active, and he did it through business moves, not just hoops. But then Stephen A. Smith stirred the pot with a spicy question. He asked when all these business plays start taking a toll on LeBron's performance on the court. Stephen A. wondered if LeBron can really give the Lakers 100% while juggling a production studio, branding deals, and planning for the day he finally steps away from the game. And honestly, that question hits. We've seen this story before. Athletes building their exit strategy while they're still playing. Some keep their game tight, others fall off because their mind is everywhere but the court. Now here's where things get real interesting. There are rumors flying around, not confirmed yet, but insiders believe LeBron might be lining up major high-profile speaking gigs. And no, not that basic college auditorium slow clap vibe. We're talking big stages, huge crowds, serious checks. We're talking the biggest stages out there. Fortune 500 summits, global business conferences, leadership events where CEOs drop $50,000 just to sit in the room.
First off, it's coming from 4 incredible partners, which you named and know, who really believe in the company, believe in what we're doing, believe in our mission, our goals. Now what this money will allow us to do is to finance more projects that we want to make. We used to develop projects, take them out to be sold into distribution. We'll still do that.
Now imagine LeBron stepping on that stage and pulling in $1 million for a single appearance. Sounds wild, right? But it's not. Tony Robbins grabs over $300,000 for a speech, and top business heavyweights earn the same. LeBron brings something they can't copy, a billionaire athlete who built a whole empire from Akron. That kind of story has corporate audiences throwing money like confetti. And the timing couldn't be more interesting because the NBA is walking into real chaos. CBA talks basically collapsed. Players are frustrated, teams are confused about spending rules, and young stars are stressing about their futures. JJ Redick even broke it down on his podcast, asking the big question, can an athlete's brand stay strong when their game starts slowing down? JJ dropped the line, can you sell beyond the bounce? And said he wasn't convinced the off-court grind can replace on-court greatness in the long run. But here's the part JJ might be missing. LeBron isn't trying to replace his legacy. He's cashing in on it while he still has time. Meanwhile, the league is dealing with all kinds of behind-the-scenes drama. CBA meetings are stuck, players are whispering about unrest, injuries are stacking up, and the league is stressing over media rights, expansions, and how to keep ratings high. And here's the uncomfortable truth the NBA never likes to say out loud. When LeBron isn't in the spotlight, the numbers dip hard. We saw it this postseason. The second the Lakers got eliminated early, viewership dropped like a rock. That raises a real question. Does LeBron have more leverage off the court now than he does on it?
LeBron James, to me, is the second greatest player in the history of basketball. You have people out there acting like I've hated on him because I have him as number 2 all time. And he co-signs with it. Anthony Davis doesn't want to be the face of the league, and other players don't want to be responsible, and he co-signs with that. Notice he did all of this after he got his money. LeBron's worth $1 billion. He got his money, so now we want to take those positions. Now we want to encourage people to have a kind of mentality that sifts through the industry like a virus, so you can look down upon and be dismissive of, and dare I say, hate on pundits and others. Because you may not like what they're saying, and you're encouraging them to do it now, knowing it ain't gonna work for them down the line. But you don't care, because you got yours. And one player after another falls for it, hook, line, and sinker. Remember when LeBron was in the bubble, he said, I got mine. Y'all don't have to side with me if y'all don't want to. I don't need this shit. I don't need it. I'm cool.
Picture this. What happens if LeBron decides to skip media day and instead headlines a global business conference? What if a speaking gig gets priority over a preseason game? That would shake the whole league and force the NBA to rethink who's really holding the power. Kendrick Perkins jumped into the conversation and said this whole situation could turn into the most arrogant move in NBA history. He even asked, is LeBron checking out of the NBA or just checking out of the game? Perkins claimed younger players are grinding every day while LeBron's already mapping out his retirement celebration. And when you look at how massive LeBron's off-court value is now, Perk's point hits way harder. Here's the part that should make the NBA nervous. If the league ends up in a lockout, and right now that's looking more and more real, LeBron doesn't take a hit. He actually levels up. No games means more time for high-end speaking gigs, more time for Spring Hill projects, more time to secure business deals, and more time to expand his empire without fighting through an 82-game grind. While most players would lose checks during a lockout, LeBron might be the only one who increases his income. That's not regular smart. That's chess-level strategy. Some people argue stars can't rely only on business because fans eventually notice when the on-court intensity dips. Bill has always been skeptical of athletes who hustle harder off the court than on it, saying the crowd eventually stops buying the image. But the thing is, LeBron already locked in his legacy. 4 rings, MVPs, scoring king, the resume is stamped. At this point, not maximizing his business power would be the real mistake. And now we get to the part that keeps team executives tossing and turning all night. Major sponsors are asking a dangerous question. Do they actually need the Lakers, or do they just need LeBron?
It's like, I didn't. I signed with Nike because I got a hell of a signing bonus, and they gave me a 7-year, $90 million contract. And I moved my mom out of the hood the next day I signed that contract. And ultimately, my whole thing is what do I want to wear off the court?
His personal brand deals with Nike, Beats, Blaze Pizza, Lobo 1707, and so many others bring in more money and attention than most team-level partnerships. His social media reach wipes out the Lakers' official accounts, and his cultural influence goes way beyond basketball. That's the type of leverage that shakes an entire league. That whole moment where he was basically like, man, what do I even want to wear off the court today? Had people confused, but it low-key showed something bigger. Could we be stepping into a future where individual athletes carry more sponsor power than entire franchises? The NBA is built around teams, but the money keeps drifting toward the personalities, not the logos. If LeBron starts moving like an independent brand that occasionally plays basketball instead of a basketball player who just happens to have brand deals, the whole business model of the league flips on its head. This is why the NBA is watching every step he makes. Every new move LeBron pulls becomes a blueprint for the next generation of stars. And if this works, if he shifts from active player to full-on business mogul while still technically in uniform, every young star in the league is going to try to copy the formula. LeBron has teased retirement so many times after tough playoff exits, during emotional interviews, through cryptic posts, but he always circles back. But what if those moments weren't emotional at all? What if they were calculated power plays? Every time he hints at retirement, media coverage explodes, his brand value jumps, sponsors lean in, and speaking opportunities multiply. Nothing is confirmed, but insiders think this might be the smartest negotiating tactic the league has ever seen. Keep people guessing, maintain leverage, boost your value, never lock anything in. And the timing makes this even crazier. We're entering an era where legacy isn't only about rings anymore, it's about cultural impact. LeBron knows this better than anyone, and he's using it like a veteran chess player. Here's the nightmare scenario for the league. LeBron becomes so successful off the court that basketball turns into his side hustle.
Google search says that your net worth is $1.2 billion.
Now y'all want me to start lying?
Be you.
Google search is a lie. That is a lie.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Is it more? Is it less?
Oh, it's way less.
Oh.
Yeah, it's way less.
Okay.
It's way less. There's a couple thousand in my bank. That's it. I got a couple thousand.
Picture this. He shows up when it fits his schedule, puts business before practice, and treats the entire NBA season like it's one long marketing tour for all his ventures. He already locked down his $52 million. What if that's just his appearance fee to play for the Lakers this year? NBA front offices are watching every move because they know exactly what happens when the biggest star in the league stops caring about the product. Ratings dip, hype fades out, and the younger players start copying the vibe like it's a trend. So now the league's stressing. Are the players starting to hold more power than the NBA itself? So here's the real question. Are we watching the beginning of the end or the start of LeBron's second wave of domination? He ruled basketball for 20 years, and now he might take over the business world for the next 20. Meanwhile, the CBA is in chaos. Players are fighting over scraps, and the league is panicking about the future, while LeBron builds something that doesn't even need the NBA to survive. That's either pure genius or the biggest warning sign the league has ignored in years. So tell me this, is LeBron out here playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers? Or is he drifting too far away from what made him legendary in the first place? Let me know your take in the comments. And if you think the NBA might be in serious trouble once LeBron goes full business mode, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown.